Welcome, man. It's your guy Jesus Hawthorne. I'd like to welcome y'all to Talk That Talk 254. Hey, man, today, man, we got us a Central Texas legend. I'm about to add him on real fast, man. We got Bronshay, Coach Cuddy White. Let me add him on.
Wah, check me out.
Nah, what's going on now? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Coach Cuddy, man?
Slide down at I-69 in Indiana right now, baby.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Better be safe out there, too. Hey, so we'll go ahead and get this thing cranked up, man. For those don't know, man, we already tried to record something before. We had some technical difficulties, so we about to run this joker right back. About to run it right back. So, man, we was talking about the Houston Cougars along with the Florida. Man, that was a heartbreaking loss. That's a heartbreaking loss, man. I got in-laws down there. I got family down there in Houston. Boy, I just knew we was about to party this weekend. I just knew it was about to go down. Hey, run it back, man. What happened? What happened, bro?
What happened? Man, I still got them cougars on right now. It's all about the cougars.
I
I'm
see you
still
still
representing.
repping, baby. I see you still repping that age, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what happened, man, is good hard basketball game. Last 5 minutes of the game, man, we couldn't buy a bucket.
Couldn't buy one,
So
bro.
we couldn't buy a bucket. Hey, Florida made their shots. We didn't make ours. That's why it's called basketball, man.
That's why. Yeah, that's why. Dang. Well, you know what? Shifting the sport. Because for those that don't know, Coach Cuddy, man, down here in the 254 area, brother, in that area code, he been coaching youth sports for the past 15 years. And down there in Houston, he got a cold running back. Hey, man, give a shout out to the running back you got down there in Houston, man. It's playing for the UH.
And big shout out to my boy Ray Sean, man. You know, he the
Yeah,
started running back, but not just him. You got
yeah.
Xavier Tibbs. He should be starting at defensive tackle this year. You
Okay.
got Carmelo. He's straight out of K Town, but he moved to
Yeah.
Houston and he graduated from Katy Pato, but he's playing down there. You got Big Everett. He's a Colleen Ellison guy. So he's an
Okay.
Ellison guy, and you know he gonna get a lot of playing time down there this year. So you got a lot of guys. You got an offensive tackle. I can't call his name right now. Offensive tackle coming out of Waco, La Vega. He'll be down there this summer. So we got a lot. We got a lot of kids down there. That, you know, that's rocking and rolling for the 254 man down in H Town, and the Bell
Hey.
brothers, the two coaches down there, quarterback
Yeah.
coach and one of the defensive analysts. So 254 represented well in the 713.
Hey, man. Hey, say, man, say. Hey, what that boy right there don't put it there. Hey, Coach Cuddy, man. We know you've been coaching down there in the Central Texas area, 254 area, man, for the past 15 years. What was it about it that made you bring out that passion? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tell everybody the guy is military. I can't recall how many years he did in the military, but I promise you that I done seen this man on the sideline in his military uniform with them kids spending that time, man. What created that type of passion for you to have that type of passion for the kids, man?
It was just love of the game. So look
Yeah.
at it, man. Actually, tell the truth, I was I was a single parent living in Killeen. My son says, "Dad, I want to go try out for this team," and I looked at it, and it was the Killeen Junior Kangaroos. So I
Yeah.
looked at the paperwork. Okay, let me go over there. I go over there, turn around. Hey, you want to coach? Next thing you
Okay.
know, I get into coaching like right away. Fell in love with it. Used to call back to the house, get different videos,
Yeah.
learning this, learning that, and
Yeah.
it been a passion, man.
Man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. One thing I can say, because I've seen it with my own eyes, from in person to social media, kids gravitate to this dude like he's Santa Claus. I promise you, man. Everywhere you go, Coach Cuddy this, Coach Cuddy that. It's to the point. Some coaches got an issue with it. Other coaches, man, they down with it and they respect it. But one thing I can constantly say, everything he doing is for the betterment of the child. and also even with the parents, because certain things that they just don't know or they don't understand, he breaks stuff down in a simple manner, so they can understand the decisions that they go back to make, whether they go left or right. They understand exactly what's about to happen, and I promise you, everything that he say, hey, if you do this, this is what's gonna happen for you on the good. If you do that, this is what's gonna happen on the bad, and he be to the T every time. Another thing I done seen him, he was the first one I knew that brought up 7-on-7. Matter of fact, I think I was in Iraq. I think I was in Iraq and I was watching him on social media on Facebook. And I said, man, he got this 7-on-7. And he was like, Hawthorne, I'm trying to tell you, this thing is jumping. I said, why people in a clean area? He said, man, they don't want to listen. Hey, since then, tell them what you done did with the 7-on-7 thing.
Man, 7-on-7, when we started in Central Texas, man, I'm gonna take it back. We started doing 7-on-7 in 97, 98 at the high school level.
Woo.
It
So,
was
oh
something
wow, so that's
coaches
before
just
I
did
even
in the
yeah,
summertime when I was at Waco High. Cause I was at
yeah,
Waco High then.
yeah.
So it started back then, but then a
Okay.
lot of people was tackle, 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 but then was wondering why certain schools was winning state championships, and they didn't. They had a timing thing going on. We didn't. We was worrying
Yeah.
about our athleticism. Man, we got more athletes than them, but they was outsmarting us on the gridiron because they was doing this
Mm,
thing called 7-on-7, learning their pass skills, learning how to sit down in zones. You know, I don't care what type of athlete you got. You in the zone, there's a hole in it. So they was
yes, it is.
learning these things. So, but as the time grew over, more people started doing it, and and it then got bigger, and then it got bigger, and it got bigger. Now it's to the point it's a recruiting tool now.
Yeah,
Where
it
the
is.
colleges send people to certain events. You don't know who they are. They in street clothes. They're
Mm,
watching the writers. They're there. They're writing write-ups on these kids. That's how you get to know who is this 4-star kid, who is this 5-star kid. You get an opportunity to see them at a 7-on-7 tournament. Hey, and you might be a local joker out of Tilton, but you're good. But you get a chance to play against this 5-star out of Dallas or this 4-star out of Houston, do the 7-on-7, and he won't be able to get that challenge if he's at his regular school because of the classification and the size of the school. So 7-on-7 have grown to a point where it's even on the NFL network.
absolutely
Just
is.
watch it. OT7 is on the NFL network.
And I
So
remember, man,
who are you to
you,
blame me for doing
yeah,
that?
I remember when you first was trying to corral some of the local coaches. When I mean by local, Waco had no issue with listening to you. It was when you slid down the Killeen Temple area, you had some resistance years back. Now they finally understand and they listening. So why am I saying all this for the audience? I want y'all to know this man is a trailblazer. He's an absolutely trailblazer. He almost like a prophet, man. He sit there and speak stuff years ahead before people can really understand, and we have to wait for them to finally catch up. And I don't have a lot of personal conversations. I'd be like, Bronshay, why they ain't listening to you, man? He be like, bro. He said, I don't know. I said, I don't know why they don't want to listen to me, man. But everything he done spoke, it done come to pass. So from 7-on-7 to the big man camps, Bronshay, please, for the audience, tell them how many years it's been when we've been on the phone and you were saying, hey, we need to develop big man camps down here in the Central Texas 254 area. How many years that's been?
Well, I was going, man. Man, I couldn't even tell you how many years. It was just that when I got started, man, I hooked up with my boy Courtney Jackson out of Dallas, which
Mhm.
he came to a 7-on-7 event in Waco, played with us, and my boy Byron tournament. So when Byron Evans we kicked it off, he invited some teams out of Dallas to come down and play us. That's when we linked up. So when I started going to Dallas all the time, screaming, telling everybody to come to Dallas. They was doing it in Dallas already. So
Yeah,
they was already 3, 4 steps ahead 10 years ago.
yeah,
So when I'm coming back with, hey, this is what's going on, because I know the DF Dub is the Mecca. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if this is where it's at, let me go back home, grab this, and let's get to the action so we can see where we at. What do we need to do? And it's one thing that I did learn by going up there, playing those guys, talking to those guys, getting information on those guys. It was okay to lose. Come up here,
Yeah.
get your lumps, get better, go back home, dominate. Guess what? When it's time to come up here, you know what you're facing.
Yeah. You know exactly what you face, man. So speaking of 7-on-7, man, I know you co-found a team. What's this team that you done co-founded? And give me a breakdown of some of the players that you got on the team, cause I know you ain't got no anybody. Go ahead, and bust it down to me.
Well, Dynasty started some years ago. When Brother Cave and Peoples, we started with basketball.
Hmm.
So we used to travel around town just with basketball at first.
Yeah.
So I took it, and I'm gonna give a big shout out to my wife. I was like, baby, you just still do your own thing,
Yeah.
because I was doing it with my local, tackle teams. So
Yeah.
my wife was like, hey, you need to do your own. And then my boy Coach D, man, you need to go ahead and do your own. So,
Yeah.
we, just said, hey, we already got the name, so we just
Yeah.
gonna use Dynasty. There's no
Yeah.
point in. So now Dynasty is connected through a lot. It don't have a name on it. It don't say it's Killeen or Central Texas or Waco or Temple
Yeah.
on it. So therefore
Yeah.
kids can come from anywhere and come
Anywhere.
play without
Okay.
being scrutinized. Oh man, he coached for the Trojans. He trying to recruit your kid. You need no. I didn't want that. I wanted those kids to go play at a high level. So if I
Yeah.
can get the best kid off the Chiefs, the Trojans, this team, that team, and put them all on one team and go
Yeah.
compete, I don't want
Yeah.
your kid because I was still coaching tackle at the time. I don't want your kid. Hey, I just want them to develop. Then I see you on the flip side of it. But in the summer,
Most
spring,
definitely.
summertime, you over here rocking with these dogs. I'm gonna take you to the dogs because, hey, how you
Yeah.
know if you're a dog without going to go play the
Unless you
dogs?
go see other dogs. Hey, hey, it don't get no better than that, man. And so far on the team that you're coaching, because I know it's multiple age groups. Matter of fact, go ahead. What's the age groups that Dynasty have?
Well, this year, we just straight 18U this year. The
Okay, straight
goal was
18.
to try to have a small. The original goal was I wanted 8U all the way through and to build a masterpiece like they got in the big cities. That was the
Yeah.
original goal. you
Yeah.
know. But hey, look at everybody want to rock. Everybody want to do their own thing, and I respect it.
Yeah.
Some teams
Okay.
got it, like TTS. They got it from top to bottom. Some other teams got it, like God. They getting a lot of them from top to bottom too. So
Okay.
you look at it. The goal was to, if I could bring the best coaches together and the best players together, we can be the best here because
Yeah.
we can do it here.
Yeah.
So I only got an 18U team this year. So with the
Okay.
18U team, you got the 28 phenom and Tano Woon. That's one of the guys that's on the team.
Awesome.
You got a D Train Kirkland. He's a 4-star. You got your London Smith. He's a 4-star. You got Jam. You got Jam. He's a 4-star guy. He's a 3-star right now, but soon to be 4-star in Lathan Winterson, the running back out of Waco Midway. So
Okay.
he's on the team right now. You got an upcoming quarterback in Savoy Nichols. He's getting ready to be a star. He's
Okay.
getting ready to start. He in a lot of interest and stuff right now. So he's becoming a hot target around here. So that was one of the main goals, was to get a lot of those guys to come together, and that's just off this year's team. I done had stars that come before then.
Okay.
Like the Monterey Baldwins. He was one of the first ones with me. Just ran the 4.32 at the pro day. He's getting ready
For
to get
those that don't
drafted
know,
this year. You
he talking about
know,
Monterey out of Baylor University, y'all. Now understand what I'm saying. This
yes,
dude talking about
sir.
Baylor. He dropping some real names out here. Keep going, Cuddy. Keep going. I had to break the audience down because they don't know who you know, bro. Go ahead, bust it down,
Yeah,
man.
so and it's a lot more kids that started with us that's there. So like with Dynasty, a lot of people don't know when we got started. I was just a middle school guy. I was only
Okay.
do 12U on up.
Yeah.
And because nobody was there for the babies after tackle football. After they age out, because we was in Typha, so after
Yeah.
11U, there wasn't no 12U ball.
Yeah.
Wasn't no 13U ball. We did 13U maybe 1 or 2 years. So
Yeah.
there was nothing for those kids to do. So with 7 on 7, it keeps that core group of kids together throughout
together.
the summer of their middle school years. So that was my focus right there. So we got that going. And then my boy Grant, which is the owner of Texas Fury, what had happened was he took that first 8th grade group, and Texas Fury national team started right here in Killeen. Now it's
Wow.
a one of the top teams in the country, and they
Yeah.
took their base from Killeen. Now they're based out of Houston, Texas, and now he's an agent. He's doing a lot of big things, getting contracts, NIL deals. So that is like our big brothers that we're connected
Yeah.
with to help get these kids to the next level.
What they talking about your network will determine your net worth. And you know some good people, man, most definitely. Because one thing I can say about you, when this man, hold on, I'm talking to the audience. I ain't even talking to you, right? I'm talking to the audience. When this
Yeah.
man goes to a football game, he is not sitting in the stands, dog. Due to his connections from the students to the coaches to the faculty and anything supporting, he's always on the sideline. And I don't care what stadium it is, from University of Texas, Baylor, every high school in Texas. When he steps up in there, I ain't never seen this man chilling in the stands. He's always on the sidelines, and that's due to his connections, his network, and it's extensive. It's extensive, man. So, hey, Coach Cuddy, man, you done broke down what you're doing for the guys and the kids. What do you got for the girls? Because there's a lot of parents out there. They like, hey, I got some daughters. I need to find them something to do because they tearing up my house. What you got for the girls and the young ladies?
So check it out. New thing is already out. It's been out for a couple years, but
Uh-huh.
now it's at the high school level now. Five on
Okay.
five, girls flag football.
Okay.
High
Wow.
schools. That's
Hey,
next. I'm
so
looking
hold
for a
up.
team right now.
Whoa, hold up. Hey, so the official Coach Cuddy, you trying to say that the dynasty is about to create them a 5-on-5 girls team, man?
5 on 5 girls is the hottest thing going in Texas right now. I'm trying to,
Wow.
hey, it will be happening soon. I'm getting to
Yeah,
one of the high schools. We finna get these girls, and we looking
yeah.
for the fastest track girls. Hey,
Y'all looking
look
for the
here,
tracker.
5 on 5 girls. This is
Oh,
where it's at right now.
okay. Hold up. Is there a potential that girls can actually earn a scholarship with this, or this is like intramural?
Yes, yes, it's gonna be a potential for girls be able to earn scholarships. Right now, it's gonna flood over into the colleges. Right now, we're
Yeah.
getting into the high. It's at the high schools levels right now. my
Okay.
my partners them up the street, they already got it going at the Soto. So guess
Yeah.
what?
Ooh.
I'm already some games behind.
You already some game. Hey, so we playing catch up. At least we ain't 5 to 10 years behind like it was previous, man. Uh, Coach Cuddy done
No sir.
spoke. Coach Cuddy done spoke. Hopefully, you done got a lot of proof in the pudding. So it should be better activity in regarding of people coming together and pulling this thing and making it happen. You know what I'm saying? I would hope there be less resistance than it was previously because everything you done spoke that was needed to make things better for the athletes and for the parents when they was finally applied, people seen it. People absolutely seen it, man. So he proven, man, guy super knowledgeable. And no, and one thing I can say about him, he's definitely for the kids. When I say he definitely for the kids, and I mean not just the kids, but also the parents. He sit down with the parents and explain thoroughly in a way that they can understand about decision making and things that needs to be done to take that child to the next level. And he gonna tell you, hey, if you do this, this is what's gonna happen for you in regarding of the good. All right, but check it out. But if you do that, this is what's gonna happen to you in regarding of the bad. And everything he say comes to pass like clockwork every time. So hey, so coach, man, is there anybody out there, man, you want to give a big shout out to? Did you want to give some recognition to in the 254 area
Yeah,
or
yeah,
somebody who?
yeah. I want to get ready to the hey, one of the original 7 on 7 guys got started the same time I did. and went and played in the Pylon National Championship, their very first year. Romans 8-28, my boy Carl Robinson Sr., he was one of the original guys that got 7-on-7 started here, when
Oh,
here in Killeen. He was one of the original guys when we all got started at the same time. You had him, John Jameson, them boys over there with the Trojans, and then,
yeah.
with the crew I had over there with the Rules. Big shout out to those guys. But I want to give a real big shout out to all the high school coaches in the Central Texas area. Keep pushing, keep doing your job. Athletes get to the next level. And guess what? If you ain't lifting weights outside of your school, guess what? You ain't trying to make it to the next level.
Wow. Hey, man. So just in that classroom, just in your local weight room, that's not gonna be enough. You got to do that extra work. Is what he's saying. You got if you want extra, if you want to be extra, you got to give extra, man. Hey, that's some great advice, man. That's some great advice. But check it out, Coach Cuddy, man. We've been over 20 minutes rocking on this thing. You done dropped a lot of great information. But this 5-on-5, 7-on-7, people want to reach out and be in contact with you, man. How can they find you?
Man, they can find me at Twitter at Coach Cuddy. You can find me on Facebook, just my original name, Bronshay White. Find me on IG, same thing, original name, Bronshay White. Hey. And then I left one shout out, can't forget about my young gun. I got a young gun that's gonna be one of the top recruits in the country, my boy Tano Wood, man. So y'all better
Yeah.
watch out for him. That's one of my top guns.
Hey, one thing about Tonto, man, he ain't no joke. I had to play against him when I was coaching with the with Cosley with the Wildcats against the Pack. That's what they call themselves. And these are youth football leagues that we talking about, youth football teams. And Tonto been a man amongst boys all his life, man. He had heard of one of my players, and I'm talking about he broke stride. He did not break stride like he was at a track meet, man. Talking about proper form and everything. Boy, that was like the most embarrassing touchdown I had. My safety just dropped his little head because there was nothing he could do. It was nothing he could do about it. Tonto was so cold, they pulled him out the game about the first quarter, man, because they ramped up numbers on us so hard and heavy. So the rest of the kids was just like they was humping their shoulders. There was nothing they could do about it, man. So big shout out to Tonto,
Yeah.
man. And stay focused. Stay focused. I know you got a good pops, man, with Wooten over there. He gonna make sure he do the right thing. But hey, man, Bronshay, man, I want you to be safe on that road, man. Coach Cuddy and coming live, man. 15 years of experience, man. Military man, mentoring and helping kids elevate to the next level, man. Down there with the dynasty. Hey, he gave you his information. You definitely need to reach out. It ain't even no question about it. So for all the parents that want to know, that trying to know, and you believe that your child deserves the best, hey, you just heard from him. Reach out to him. So hey man, I appreciate you jumping on the show, bro. You be safe out there.
Already, I'm gonna hold it in the road between the mayonnaise and the mustard, baby.
All day long, man. Be easy out there, driver.
Yeah.